Hello everybody. Welcome to Treasure of the Lost Legion. Apologies for, I guess, the couple of weeks delays. There's been some things on my end, and I'm not muted apparently on Twitch. So thank you, Twitch, for switching that over to having me have an echo there for a second.
Echo.
We'll work out things with the schedule. The schedule might change a little bit for Treasure of the Lost Legion. We'll keep you informed on Twitter, and I'll probably put a kind of announcement here and stuff, though. But for now, why don't we just hop into some Dungeons and Dragons? Hey, you know what? That's what we're all here for. So, when we last left off, our traveling adventurers had gone from an air planet to a water planet, and have nearby to where their ship was, at least, so they theoretically can contact their ship and get, well, rescued. So they met with a fox guy, managed to find a village where Kellen and Olag were arrested for a short period of time. They were negotiated out of prison, good for them, and now you're going to the bottom of the ocean in what looks to be a giant lobster-looking submersible. Yes. So that's where we've left off. They're about to journey deep below the ocean in a submersible. Under the sea. Under the sea. So, what are you folks doing? You were just basically had a hatch on top of this vehicle open up, and you were let down into the submersible, where there's all kinds of seats arranged behind what appears to be the control panel area, with your driver. Your friend who, oh my god, his name is eluding me. I'm so bad with names. God, I'm terrible.
Tolan?
Yes.
No, that's the chief. That's the chief.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm forgetting this.
I have notes somewhere, but I have no idea where.
You know, it's like one of those...
Zirin?
Zirin. Sure. Close enough. We'll pretend that's correct. If
That's the Kitsune guy, I think.
Yes, thank you for having decent notes, because apparently I can't...
Yay!
Apparently on like, terrible short notice, I can't find my correct notes.
I just realized. Never mind. Continue.
That we can... Yeah, didn't we get, like, a couple thousand gold from that guy, too? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he gave us, like, a big bag of gold each.
The answer is
oh, sorry
no.
for imprisoning you.
Unfortunately, what you didn't realize was just gold coin candy.
I mean, that's still worth something.
You still got some chocolate.
Exactly.
But it's all melty.
I like
and
chocolate.
It's actually not chocolate, it's actually like fish. It's like fish candy.
Actually, I've had fish candy. That's actually pretty good.
Oh, well, I'm actually surprised at that. I would have
It's called
assumed...
sushi.
I'm assuming it came from Japan.
Though he did say it was sushi.
Ah. Yeah.
So, Oleg right now is actually wearing, like, a, magical girl outfit. So...
Where did you get
Uh-uh.
that?
I'm
mean-
poking out my eyes.
Stab.
Just this, fat old dwarf in a very short miniskirt.
Mmm. So tasty.
Wait,
Did you just say so tasty about a
So
fat
tasty.
Okay. Okay. So, Zirin has basically let you to this ship and has told you you're going to be going under the sea to explore an old area that his people used to use to travel to some of their other colonies through, basically, sphere-based teleportation or dimensional travel, because dimensional travel works within the spheres, not basically in between them. So, hey, you know what? It kind of works. Anyway, there's supposed to be an area where spelljamming ships could dock, and he figures there's an area that might be able to signal them for you. So, you're getting aboard the ship, and he will introduce you to the captain, who I do not know what race I described him as, so I'm going to change him into something completely different, probably. Totally. He looks like he might be some kind of, maybe...
crab person.
God damn it, that's what I was thinking.
No, that's what he was. He was a crab person.
Oh, he's a crab person?
Yes, you said that last week.
Wow.
He was like a fishy person.
Okay.
I was making crab people jokes.
Okay. See,
That
That
like,
sounds about right, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't have it in my notes. That's one of the few things I didn't write down. But
I don't think I had a name for him, so I'm just gonna give him a name now.
no,
It-
he has a name.
Broad. Yeah,
No, he
could
doesn't have a name.
but no.
He doesn't have a name.
Not that I have.
It's like
Bob.
it's like I'm gonna have to look through my notes and find the exact notes. But now from now on, he's going to be Lorn, Lorn. We'll keep it simple. Lorn, the crab guy. You're who actually manages to have like a couple of like extra appendages, kind of crab-like, that he's using to manipulate multiple levers at the same time. So he's not just doing 2 levers. He's like seemingly like messing around with 4 levers at a time.
Oleg
So-
is definitely like taking notes about him, like, oh yeah.
I'm taking notes about the machinery.
It seems like almost to work perfectly with him, as like you seal up the top of the vessel. There's like one of the traditional like things, that metal hatches that come down, and you spin it to seal it a little bit, and then you can sort of feel the ship kind of moving, as there's this kind of like almost mechanical scraping noise as Lauren goes, "All right, folks, hold on, we're going down." As you can kind of like feel this kind of shuddering as the ship, you really can't see a lot. There is some like ports along the side, portholes you can kind of look out through, some glass. And also there seems to be like big like portholes on the front where he's looking outside of.
I'd hope so.
that look to be like really like interesting looking eyes on this like mechanical creature. Anyway, the kind of grinding noise continues as you begin to like sort of like move, but you're not really sure what kind of movement, just by like where you're sitting here and like feeling it, but you can sense the vehicle beginning to shift as you're traveling down. What are you folks doing in the meantime? You're, I guess, sort of sitting in the seats.
Oleg is going to be like questioning the pilot the entire time. Like, oh yes, exactly. What are you doing now? Yeah. Do you know how that works? Yes.
What are you doing? What is that? What is that? What is that?
I'm just like paying
Like,
attention
what
and
does this button do?
sketching the control panel and making notes about it.
Uh-huh.
I'm probably staring out the window like,
Okay.
ooh.
You see fish swimming by.
Yeah.
You're like,
Type of
ooh,
Ears flicking like, yes.
Dinner.
that looks so tasty. Are you
Right.
sure we can't go outside?
Exactly.
Okay, so Whisper, you do notice that it appears that you're not like traveling in a way that like like a boat floating across the water. You're crawling along the ground, like the bottom of the sea.
Ah, okay.
Mhm. So you can see it's like got these like the large like legs of it are sort of moving it along. He does respond to a couple of your questions, Oleg, but he sometimes just seems to like pass off others of them.
I mean, as long as he's getting some answers, he's like writing everything down. And then he's going to get into like more personal questions, like, oh yes, exactly where are you from? And just like general questions like that.
He'll be like, "Here, where else would I be from?"
Well,
Nice.
I wasn't sure if you were from another island or. For all I knew, you could have been space or from the sea itself. Which would be quite fascinating.
In a way, aren't we all? Those of us born
No,
here,
I'm quite
those of
certain
us
I
existing here.
lived in a mountain.
Mountain, you say? What kind of mountain?
A very large one.
You don't really see many mountains except those submerged underwater. Are you from one of like that?
Oh no, this one's above air.
You do see them on islands, but there aren't many islands, so I don't really visit any of those. Nor do I even go below one of them. Wow. What's it like under there?
Very stuffy sometimes. See, I'm not sure about your people, but do you like beans? See, us dwarves, we love beans, and we're great with air filtration, which is why I'm asking you all these questions about the ship. Exactly, how is this air refiltered?
Air filtered. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine.
Ooh.
It's all the questions he's gonna ask, because I'm not RPing a old guy
That's fine.
asking
That's
about
fine.
beans and everything.
That's fine. You guys will have an interesting discussion about mountains and beans and stuff, and learn a lot about each other along the way.
Is that how volcanoes are made?
Oh, don't be silly. Everyone knows that volcanoes are just red dragons hatching.
Oh my.
All right, so Joe, you'll be able to pick up some information about the ship itself. It does seem like it is very complex. It's not something you probably couldn't reproduce, but the problem is, it looks like the way that these controls are made do allow for 4 arms, which you do not
You
have.
need multiple arms, yes.
Yeah.
Or at
You-
least 2 pilots.
Yeah, and even with 2 pilots, it looks like it would probably be difficult with the kind of coordination that seems to be moving. Because he's, like, moving levers constantly, and it feels like he's, like, almost coordinating the movement of various limbs from, like, this thing as it's sort of crawling along the ground. As he, like, pulls a lever, like, a certain set of them move forward, and he's, like, doing it in such, like, a rhythm that it keeps everything going. And occasionally he'll, like, reach over and, like, quickly pull another lever here or there, and kind of, like, switch back to, like, the main, like, rhythms again, and, like, almost do it without... like, he's very well trained at this, it appears.
Gotcha.
Whisper, you're gonna notice this getting darker and darker as you go. For a while, it kind of, like, you almost feel like you're sloping down for a while, and then it's sort of like you notice that the ship almost kind of, like, drops off a little, like, ledge and falls for a while, kind of, like, slowly but surely, before kind of hitting ground again and beginning to crawl some more.
Okay. So we're just continuing deeper.
Yeah, and then after a while, you'll see that he'll turn on some kind of, like, projectile light coming off the front of the ship, as you're beginning to see, like, strange things out in the deep. Like, the fish are getting weirder. There's beginning to be some, like, kind of, like, strange things you've never seen before. You swear you saw something really, really big moving in the distance.
Awesome. I would probably, if I notice it, I'll turn around and be like, "We are super safe down here, right? Right?"
Well, normally most of the more dangerous things don't like to hang around the sea floor. Fortunately, the things that would bother them wouldn't really deal with us. Don't like the metal shell.
Okay.
See, let me point one out. See this thing here? He's pointing out to something that you can barely see that's, like, sort of at the edge of it, which now you can see it's, like, some kind of large, like, almost face with these tiny little kind of, like, almost suckers, like, kind of grinding on, like, the glass and, like, the metal. And now that he kind of points it out, like, you can almost, in amongst the whirring and clanging, you hear this also little tiny scrapes that you're beginning to notice now, like, in various places. Yeah, they try to get in here. It's okay. They can't.
Okie dokie.
There's lots of them down here at the bottom. Keeps us safe for things like the big boy up there.
Yes.
Anyway, don't worry. We're gotten pretty close. We only have a little whiles to go still. So your journey will continue for maybe another, like, 20 minutes, and you feel like you're pretty deep at this point in time. There was a little bit of, like, creaking into the entire ship at some point in time. But then, like, those of you that are sort of watching out the front, notice he's coming up to some kind of chasm. Alright, last leg, folks. Get ready for this one. It'll be a bit of a bumpy ride. And off the side. As he kind of, like, plummets into this, there's all of a sudden, like, it feels like the ship begins to shake and rock as there's some kind of, like, something resisting you falling into this chasm. And it just seems to, like, rock everything. I guess those of you that are sort of hanging out the front where there really aren't any seats, i.e. Olog and Kellen, give me
Definitely
some
Olog,
dexterity saves not to fall on your butts.
All right, time to fail.
I'm just staring, like, plastered to the window. Like,
Yeah. Well, you kind of jostle around, but you might like kind of like knock your head a little bit, but you're okay.
Oleg would ask the driver, pilot, whatever you want to call him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly what is the likelihood that we're all going to die?
Pretty low right now. As both of you and Kellen are actually managing to hold your own and like all this jostling, you're like standing straight still. You're twitching back and forth a little bit. You're like, pretty good. I mean, we might get unlucky. We did at one time clear out the chasm dwellers, but there might be one that's come back. I mean, this area hasn't been used in a long time. I haven't been out this way for a while, so one of them could have moved in. And one of my ship alone might not be able to take one of them. But we should be fine.
we'll be fine. We'll be great.
As that said, chomp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. No. But no, you kind of like jostle down a little bit. You swear something very large moves near you. You know, like there's this like almost like rush of water that seems to sort of like spin, like almost jostle your ship in a like side to side direction rather than something like pushing from the bottom. When you don't see anything though. And then all of a sudden, clunk. You're down again. Now it is pitch dark all around you, except for the lights that he has predicting from the front. Whisper, you can see like strange glowing lights within the darkness.
Sweet.
I would like to cast magic missile at it.
You hit the lead singer.
He dies in a horrible death. Poor lead singer. I don't know who he is. The lead singer of the darkness. Someone
I
quick,
don't know off the top of my
quick!
head.
Someone look that up.
I have no idea what you're even
I have
talking
no
about.
idea what you guys are talking about either.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's an actual band named The Darkness.
I've never heard of them.
I just know of them, but I like heard of them, but I don't know anything about their music or anything.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
You're their biggest fan.
No.
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 it's for the better for that way. It's for the better. Anyway, okay. So, Justin Hawkins. You killed Justin Hawkins, lead singer of the Darkness.
Okay. Sure.
He was actually in the ship the entire time, and he magic missiled, and he's just like, ah.
Shame on you.
Okay, enough weirdness and reference to old bands.
Oh, it's an older band.
Yes, it is.
All
No
right
wonder
then.
you know it, Matt.
Actually, yours active. They actually
2000
2000.
to 2006, and then 2011 till present.
I thought they were older.
Oh, that's ancient.
I thought they were older. I thought they were like 60s or something.
No, I'm
Wow.
on the Wikipedia page.
I do not know the
They
darkness.
dress like they're in the 60s.
All right,
Nice.
but so the ship was going to continue to sort of claw forward then for a little while, and it looks like you're going to be moving towards one of the walls of the chasm, and then it will sort of like move into this what looks to be a small opening. You can sort of see the cave walls here are this kind of strange, fuzzy stone.
Like coral?
No, like there's like almost like you would say like if it was something on the surface, like there's a weird film on top of it or something.
Is it undulating?
No, it doesn't seem to be moving. Well, it sort of sways with the current. It almost feels like the fuzz sort of sways with this current, but there doesn't seem to be like a general like undulation though. You can just see like it kind of extend outward with these kind of juts of like rock coming out of it. And the juts are sort of covered in this kind of fuzz too, and you can see points where like the sharp points of the jut themselves, like jagged, are sticking out of these, making it kind of look really creepy and odd at the same time.
Always creepy and odd.
Yeah, always creepy and odd.
Always creepy and odd.
As you kind of like are watching this, there's a whisper. You see this like fish with an eye like equivalent to like 3/4 of its body kind of come up to you and start staring at you through the window.
I would like to try to message it.
Okay, what is your message to giant eye fish?
Bonjour.
Just hello.
Food.
Not food.
Not food, friends.
As you say not food, it'll swim off.
Nice. I tell nobody.
She was just kind of like waving her hands in the back and up, and just for a little while.
Nobody noticed, and I'm just like,
the ship will kind of crawl for the tunnel for a while, and it'll seem to like kind of wind a little bit, kind of move up and down. The path doesn't seem very straight necessarily, and there's a couple of times you could swear you can hear some scraping of some of those like stone juts coming out, as if the ship is barely passing through it. And eventually, though, it will seem to kind of open up again into a large sort of cavernous area. And the ship will then sort of stop after a little while, and he will sort of stop all the controls, and he'll take this large lever and pull it, as then the ship begins to sort of float upwards.
pull the lever, crunk.
And after about maybe a minute, you'll hear a splashing noise as you're bursting through some kind of surface. As there's this kind of like glow outside the window now. You can see that you're in Whisper, since you're looking out. All of you can basically see you're in some kind of outside. The cavern, like outside of you, is like got little dots of some kind of phosphorescence all around you, and it seems just to be a massive cavern. You see he's like using some alternate controls as the ship sort of kind of seems to skim along the surface at a much slower rate than it's going. And in front of you, what looks to be the maybe remains of like almost stone structures jutting out from the side of the water as he kind of pulls up to the side of one of them.
Are we here?
We're here, folks. This is as far as I'll go. Well, friends, we shall probably depart.
Is this my kitsune friend?
Yes.
Okay. So that's it? We don't get to travel anymore underwater?
You've been with me as far as we can go for now. It wasn't a tough journey overall. I mean, you guys have been traveling for a few hours at this point in time, and you were going at a pretty decent pace underwater, so you're actually not sure how far you've gone underwater and out from the village.
Okay.
It's exactly how far have we gone from the village and underwater?
That's hard to say. Haven't measured this direction in a while. Less than a day's swim, if you're an aquatic. It always was a little bit of a journey out to here. But the apparatus here makes it a little quicker as he kind of pats the side of his vessel.
Thank you for the lift.
Yeah. That was awesome. I saw a really cool fish. I said hi.
Stop mentally talking to things. You're gonna go crazy.
Nah, they're fine. They're fine.
Crazy-er.
Yeah. I am traveling with you guys. So,
Hey, I'm completely normal. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know about that cloned man.
He's a clone man. Na, 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 na. All right.
Nice try, guys. Nice try.
I tried my best.
You did.
Best. Yeah.
So who's opening the hatch?
I mean, Zero and
I'll
Will,
boost
if
you
none of you go to get to it. I'm gonna boost him up. Okay. You boost Kellen
Boost him
up.
Okay, I will try.
I guess just roll some strength for me.
Yeah, totally.
Just
You'll manage to get it. You'll use the leverage that Whisper's getting you to like begin to turn it. Actually,
As my knees are probably like squishing against the sides of her head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh god! And then you kind of like fling it open, and you're like, there's this kind of rush of coolness as it is very chilled out here. I would say it's not quite like, it's almost uncomfortably cold outside in this cavern. And you can only hear this kind of drip of water, kind of like echoing throughout the area.
Are we still underwater?
Yes and no, you hear from Lorne. This cavern's technically below the sea. We're still pretty far below the cliff edge. There's a large series of caverns down here that, well, when we first entered in here, it seemed the safest place to try to settle. I mean, some of our folks that were some of the folks amongst the races are subterranean anyway, and are good at carrying out caves. But then when the village was settled, well, most of this place was abandoned as people moved on. Or so the tales go.
All logs should feel comfortable down here.
Why should they feel uncomfortable?
I said you should feel comfortable.
Oh yeah, I was about to say it's, you know.
It's both underground and underwater.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I, on a personal level, that's not a log, would hate this.
Yes.
Full log enjoy this.
But Holog's like, ooh, underground. Yes.
Like, yay.
I'm good with this.
Yep.
I guess I'll climb out.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
You'll kind of climb out, and looks like you can sort of like fall onto the like stone jutting, which almost looks like a shaped. It looks like a pier, but it almost looks natural too. So it's kind of weird.
So like
There's-
a natural pier.
Yeah, but there's like multiple ones. It's very unusual because they're like lined up and they are fairly straight, you know, like a pier. Except they've got like strange like growths on the sides of them, like coming up from it, not like growing where the ships would go, but like almost making boundaries between the center of this kind of stone path and the edge of the water. Like still slag mites. That's the ground one, right? I got it right. Yes.
So it's stalagmites?
Yeah. Like little stalagmites poking up from the bottom. You know, like almost like teeth along the edge of the thing.
Look, just looking and following.
You now notice that some of the glows, because there are some of the glows on the pier, appear to be these like strange creatures that look like a cross between a scorpion and a centipede that are glowing.
That's totally normal, right? Totally normal.
Normal to me.
Mm-hmm.
Seems
You see one kind of crawl down into the water and disappear, and then
Seems
another, like,
legit.
and then like, you see a couple farther down on the pier kind of crawl out and like position themselves in a stalactite kind of glowing, as they have this kind of like pale kind of greenish blue glow to them. And there seems to be enough of them just sort of filling the light around here. You know, it's like when you kind of look up, it almost looks like stars on the ceiling, except now you're realizing they're these strange little creatures that are about the size of a house cat.
Ooh, question.
Yes.
In the random junk that I got from the village,
Uh-huh.
is there a jar or anything like that in there?
I mean, probably, but not a big one.
I'm gonna see if I can capture one of these things in it.
It's the size of a house cat.
Oh.
I
never
said
mind.
that.
I'm sorry, I missed
He
that.
did in fact say that.
I missed that.
Yes. They're fairly decent
Dang.
sized. They're like,
Dang.
okay, they're little for everyone but Kellen. Kellen, they're only a size category smaller than you.
Can I ride it?
No, it's still smaller than you.
Still smart.
Surf it.
Just like, you probably could, but it might not be happy, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything dangerous right now.
They're just lights. Leave them alone.
They don't leave any kind of trail or anything, do they?
Like a slug trail.
No,
Yeah.
they don't seem to. Zirin goes, whoa, I didn't know those things got that big.
Oh gosh.
That's what she said.
Normally they're like, he's gonna like show his like hands, he's like compare, like, normally they're about the size of my finger.
Maybe there's extra food for them to eat, and they can get bigger because of it.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep my eye out for a small one then.
Okay.
for a normal-sized one.
Yes, because I want to try to capture one in the jar.
I know you want to kidnap strange bug creatures and take them with you.
Portable light source.
Yes.
You're gonna destroy the ecosystem more than we already have.
Don't all of you have dark vision anyway?
Yeah, I know.
Shh.
That doesn't mean we don't like to have light sometimes.
Exactly.
Guess that's true. I guess you can have
Yeah,
light.
don't be a lightest. Jeez.
I'll totally be a lightest if I want to be a lightest.
Come on,
What
guys.
is this? Guys, we could be lightest all we want. Gosh.
It's current year. You can't be that.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you folks want to do? Zirin is out of the ship with you, and you're all on what would effectively be this, in quotations, natural stone dock.
I'm gonna look at him and go, "Where do we go?"
Yeah, we're now.
There's supposed to be, I guess, an exit tunnel from here, but beyond that, I'm not 100% sure. The caverns should be marked. Yeah, I haven't been here. I only know about it.
Great.
Well, then let's go. Let's see if we can find
mean,
some markings.
If you want to, I could go try to find some information about it and come back to you.
I could go with you.
I can't take anybody with me. Sorry.
I
make
don't
the
think-
biggest frowny face, like,
I don't know if we should split up.
then we can all go with you.
That won't work.
I'm
Look.
thinking it's some kind of personal teleportation.
La-dee-da. Aren't you fancy?
Yes, he is fancy.
But is he Mr. Fancy Pants?
That's
My
also
pants are the
possibly true.
fanciest.
That's possibly also true. You do have very fancy pants. Oh wait, you don't? Do you wear pants? Okay, no. I think we've had this discussion
Yeah, I don't think
before.
I do.
Cat. It's a cat.
But that just makes things even more awkward.
Especially when I was in the bathroom with her. And I'm like crotch level high.
Exactly.
Oh my god. I think Whisper had a dress on at that point in time.
Yeah, I had like
Yeah,
a robe
true.
things going on.
But I'm still traveling with someone who doesn't wear pants and I'm crotch level to them.
And also Olag, who wears like a very loose loincloth.
Yes, but I'm not crotch level to you.
No, you're not.
Yes, but he is in a magic girl outfit with that short skirt.
At this moment.
This is accurate.
Fine. I guess he'll go without us. Let me see how that thing works. I just got.
I guess we could camp here until he's back.
I mean, you probably don't need my help. I think you should be fine without me.
Oh, so you're just going to just...
Yeah, I'll find you. Maybe try to find something yourself. Maybe you can find something too. Well,
Okay.
let's split up, gang.
Okay, Scooby.
All right then. So you guys head over that way. He's going to sort of point towards what appears to be like a cavern, like a cave leading off of the cavern.
Can I insight him?
Sure.
Just like all of a sudden he's like, and peace.
Good luck with the giant bugs.
I mean, he seems very genuine about wanting to find information for you.
Okay.
Okay. And as you sort of all look
Alright.
towards where he's pointing and look back, he's gone.
Damn it.
And you'll kind of like hear Lauren like so you sort of complain something about I hate it when he does that.
Yeah, me too.
Me three.
Remember, we're gonna do the bonding ceremony.
Olog's like,
I'll hang around here for a couple hours if you guys need me. As he seems to get
Thank
out
you.
some kind of like he like opens up some kind of like wrapped something or other and starts eating it, and you don't really know what it is, and it looks really odd looking.
It's a Snickers.
ooh, actually, I'm going to do something. I'm
Sure.
going to give him. Where is it? I have a bottle of random alcohol that we found.
Oh, that's right, you
As
do.
a thank you for giving us a ride.
Hey, he'll take that. He's now drinking and eating.
It's an improvement on his day.
He'll probably sing some sea shanties in the meantime.
Awesome.
So as we we'll hear echoes of shanties down the caves as we go.
Yep. Before we take off, real quick, guys, we are heading to try to find a portal that will take us back to that other planet.
No, you're looking for
No.
a spelljamming port.
Yes.
There is
And that will
there
take
should
us-
there is an old portal to the next planet and their basically network of planets. But
Guessing we need to go up.
Okay, but where's it going to take us to, this portal that we're looking for? I forget.
We're not looking for a portal right now. We're looking for a
landing
Spelljammer
pad.
dock that our ship can dock at.
Oh, okay. I thought we were looking for something to take us to somewhere where the dock would be.
no, it's off of these caverns.
So I'm
Got it.
guessing these caverns are going to lead up.
Okay. Because when I leveled up, I did get a next level spell, and I now have sending.
Okay.
So I could actually send a message to somebody from our ship.
Oh yeah,
sure.
we're level 3 now, aren't we?
You are level
Yep.
3 now.
I
I should,
completely
I should
forgot
put
about
level 3
that. I
spells
never
on.
leveled up.
Man.
Tisk, 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 tisk.
Well, it's been 3 weeks.
No, I know. It's fine. It's fine. I just
So-
wanted to tisk you.
He just wanted to. Let's be honest. Yeah, so I wanted to send a message with sending to our captain that would be on the other ship. And so it has to be 25 words or less. So I will start thinking of that and let you know in a few moments.
Okay.
'Cause I have to make sure I don't overextend the wording, but I want to make sure I get certain things across.
For the bottle of booze, I'll offer you some warning. I do know a few things about some old tales from my grandfather. He said that last folks that were in here, well, it was all abandoned. You shouldn't have to worry about any degenerates. But I'm sure some critters have moved in since we all left. There's not much blocking them coming in from the sea. And there's plenty of things around this area that can go on both sea and land. There are other caves in this system not connected to this one as far as I know. So, if those are infested, this one might be too. So keep an eye out, or an ear out or something.
Why not? Well, that would make more sense.
Okay.
That was for my hit points.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sorry.
Per usual, I'm just taking the average.
Yes. Try not to mess with any of the systems, also. I think they're all broken down as far as I've heard from tales. Corroded, probably, too. A lot of salt down here. Anyway, enjoy yourselves. Don't die? You did give me booze. As he kind of, like, jugs down the bottle, you know?
I'm glad you enjoy it.
As he kind of, like, then, like, just, like, sinks back into his vessel.
Quick question.
Mhm.
What was the big thing that we released onto this planet from the other one?
Manticore.
Manticore. I knew it started with an M, but I'm like, was just completely dry. I'm like, starts with an M.
Mm-hmm.
Not coming up with anything.
Yes, it was a
Well,
magic
starts
bow.
with an M. Your mom.
You're a monster.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll take my name right now.
Yep.
But yes, it was the
The
Manticore.
Manticore.
Named Steve.
I would turn around to the guy and ask, the docks that we're looking for are going to be on the surface, correct?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think they are. I think they had some kind of magic-based system that might work. Still, I can't tell you for sure. Probably to have things parked below the ocean or something to protect them. Maybe? I don't know.
Do you know how it would be,
Nothing
like
much
how...
lasts at the surface anymore.
Yeah. Well, I'm just wondering, how would somebody know that they're at the docks if they're at the surface? Or coming from the surface?
Beats me? I just know there's supposed to be something there. Well, according to Zirin, there was supposed to be something there. And the Elder, I guess, then, too. But...
All right.
Drink, 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 drink. Scarf down, scarf down, scarf down.
Of course. All right, then I guess we can start heading, and I will let them know that, hey, I'm going to send a message to our person.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, that's the word.
Yes.
Man, my brain is like not working today.
It's
Let me
fine.
just double check.
It's been a day or so, and many days.
Okay, yeah, it's only 23. It's only 23 words that I have. So the message I'm gonna send is heading to docks on Water Planet. All safe at the moment. Watch for sea creatures and manticore. Docks might be hidden.
Okay.
So it's just a simple message like this is, an update.
Didn't even put your name on it.
No.
I think it goes. It's I don't know. I thought it was like a verbal one.
It is a verbal one. You don't need your name
So the
on it.
captain's just hearing a random voice.
She's pretty smart. She'll probably understand.
But does she know it's you?
It says with a creature you are familiar.
When you call someone on the phone and you don't have caller ID,
I know their
you
voice.
usually say,
If Matt would call
"Hey."
me, I would know his voice.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes,
thank you for that.
but
one.
what if you haven't talked to Matt in like 2 months?
I would
It's been
still
like
know his
3
voice.
in-game days.
No, it's been like a week or two.
No, since we've
Exactly.
talked.
Oh, well, you didn't. You talked to Rechan.
Yeah,
Sure.
but we were only. I thought it was a little less than that, even, or less than a week or two since we've seen the captain.
All I'm saying is like standard courtesy is, when you leave a message, be like, "Hey, it's Whisper."
Okay, you still had a couple words left. You could say, from Whisper.
All
No,
I'm saying is standard message leaving voicemail etiquette
Nope.
right here.
not leaving it.
Okay. There will be a pause and a delay in between the I don't think they can respond with this one.
Yes, they can. The spell enable says recognizes you
Oh,
as
answer
the
in a manner
sender
like
if it knows you.
in a
It
like
can-
manner immediately. Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
so it actually knows you anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so it does know who it is by
Yeah.
the spell. It's like
Reiterate.
yes.
Ooh, but there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive.
If they're on a different plane.
Plane. Oh, yes. If they're on a
Not
different plane of
planet.
existence.
Plane.
Yeah, and luckily we just took a ship, not a plane.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. come
Actually, we
on.
took a minecart and then a portal.
Yes.
But we originally took a ship.
You took a ship, a minecart, and then a portal.
Next up, dragon.
Nicked up
And
dragon.
then a boat, and then a
Oh.
crab, and then a lobster.
Yeah.
Then a boat, then a lobster. That's true. Then a portal, then a boat, then a lobster.
We're hitting all the methods of transportation, guys.
And now we're on our feet again.
It's like transportation bingo. Ding, 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 ding.
You got bingo.
Maybe
Congratulations.
we'll find an elevator
You just might.
or an escalator.
It's
Oh,
got.
is that where the steel drums come in?
It's the girl from Ipanema in steel drums.
Yes.
I'm sure.
I know what that is.
Girl from Ipanema is some song that is often used for elevator music, and so steel drum version of it. Anyway, all right. So the response will be, because I got to think of a decent response, is at planet awaiting signal to let us know where you're at. We'll keep a lookout for danger.
Okay. I can't respond back again, so that was me saying okay, like I got it.
Through the cave.
The strange glowy things kind of like some of them skitter out of the way as you kind of move and into the water.
I'm gonna take point, and I'll be keeping an eye out for any traps.
Okay. There's just this kind of slow drip that seems to like echo through everything as like the water itself seems almost still in this area, as if the movements of all the current you encountered has sort of ceased in this area as you're kind of walking along the docks. There's this like almost bleakness that sort of envelops you as little creatures move out of the way, and what little light that you had disappears.
Unless I use the light cantrip.
You could do that if you want to.
Or someone does some bug wrangling. We have rope. We could use a lasso.
So it's like hog wrangling, only bug wrangling. Good luck on that.
Exactly.
You eventually will move off of the docking area, which you begin to notice signs of maybe life had been here before. Little scraps of, like, probably maybe metal or wood within the floor, deteriorated, kind of crumbling, like rotted wood, rusted metal, things like that. Occasionally little scraps of something else that you're not sure what it would have been, but it does seem to be kind of almost rotting or deteriorating away, that seems to litter various areas around this place.
Do you want me to make any perception checks?
If you wish to.
Well, I'm keeping an eye out for traps and
That's
any
fine.
weaknesses in the floor, so...
Yeah. Alright. You do take a look around. You do notice a few interesting things. You see some scraps of maybe cloth, a little less deteriorated, in one kind of like, looks like almost like kind of spread out in an area as if something was torn up in that area. Hard to say why it might be less deteriorated or not. You know, maybe it was protected for some reason in that spot.
Or it's newer.
Also a possibility. But newer is an abject term, as it does still seem old.
Yes.
You don't really see any kind of signs of any kind of traps, and the ground here just seems to be sort of like a rough stone. Like, it's not very smooth in this area. It probably won't interfere with your ability to, like, walk on it, but, you know, it's probably not very easy to, like, rush around, basically.
What kind of craftsmanship is this, Olog?
One of them. I'm not doing a stone cutting on this. Olog is just along for the ride right now.
Is it
home,
fine rustic
underground? I mean, would it be rustic though? Because it's a totally different type of people. And rustic usually means like Midwest though.
Yeah.
So if anything, this would be Mediterranean. Maybe even Phoenician.
What fine but Phoenician architecture?
The definition of Phoenician architecture? You know, architecture made by the Phoenicians.
Yes.
I would assume so. Is it fine Phoenician?
Yes. I said it. What fine but... What... God damn it.
Yes.
What fine
whatever.
Phoenician.
What fine Phoenician architecture you've discovered.
Oh yeah, do you really want me to do a stone cutting on this? Or?
If you really want to, you can. You don't need to.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's. I mean, I could get a little more history on it, but it's not gonna be much information. All right. I think stone cutting is insight. I don't remember.
I can look that
It's
up.
such a long time.
I have a book right here. Yes, you haven't had to use stone cutting in forever. Like you're.
Exactly.
It's like it's the old you pick up the character sheet and blow off the dust about that session. It's a.
Whenever you make an intelligent history
Yes.
check related to the origin of stonework, you consider proficient. Well, I'm already proficient.
And you add double your proficiency bonus.
So basically +2.
Mm. So it's a
9.
hit. Yeah, so you get 9. Okay. You're able to tell that the ground here doesn't look like it's been worked on much. It looks fairly natural. it does look like you do points and times that maybe there might have been like stalagmites coming out of it that might have been broken off or something, and then smoothed out a little bit in that area. But it looks like it's very loose working. Like most of the floor in this area is fairly natural.
Okay.
Natural, but with
Okay.
tampering.
Yes, natural with a little bit of tampering, just to make sure it's not terrible for walking around on it. You know, it's remove all the problem areas, basically. There does seem to be areas where a stalag might still exist, but it's almost as if like certain sections have been cleared out for almost like trails. So you're assuming that maybe like these are areas where people would move into this area. It's worked, and it's more natural off in the areas where they really didn't need to travel in this large cavern, because there does seem to be the shoreline kind of thing does seem to stretch around about half of the cavern, but it gets very thin off at the edges, and there doesn't really seem to be anything other than cavern wall over that directions, in amongst the glow of the little insects or sea arthropods.
Yes. I will keep point
Okay.
and keep my lookout.
You can definitely see there is a sort of main tunnel that leads off of here, and it does look fairly natural, but again, since Olag sort of noticed this, you can see like it has been maybe widened a little bit, like the entrance might have been a little more constricted into here, and it's been like, so rather than like, you know, it comes into the cave a little bit like the tunnel, it like kind of is spread out into it. So it's just little bits of work almost, as if they're keeping it mostly natural.
Just how I like it. Mostly natural.
It gets dark from here on out. Like, there is no source of light beyond here. Your dark vision does allow you to see about 60 feet in front of you, fortunately. But you are entering into complete darkness down this tunnel. These little creatures that are sort of out here in this room do not seem to be in this area.
Do we want some light, or do we want to stay as stealthy as possible?
We don't know what's in these tunnels.
Yeah, but light might attract them more.
That's what I mean. We don't know what's in
okay.
these tunnels.
Well, is
so...
it completely like pitch black, or are we just seeing grayscale right now, or is there any light source inside the cave?
In the big cavern area, you have the light source of the little glowing like arthropods. You know, or
Oh,
the
I thought those were
cat-sized-
gone.
That's in the
No, he's saying in the cave that we have to enter.
like the tunnel that's leading out of here.
Oh, gotcha. So it is dark in the tunnel. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was checking. Because if we want to get super technical, cave creatures have a really hard time seeing when there's light.
Possibly. Or they just see better.
Or
like we
yeah,
do.
or it's, you know, something with dark vision and we're fucked.
Yeah.
But we got dark vision too.
Yeah, but if a dragon has dark vision, we're fucked.
If there's an underwater dragon down here, we're screwed
We're
no
fucked
matter what. So it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
I vote we go without light just to try to not draw more attention to us than necessary.
Do you want us to try to be stealthy or no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Oleg would definitely be in stealth
I will-
mode.
Okay, stealth it is.
Is,
we're stealthing.
I'm not stealthy at all.
That is accurate.
The rogue rolls a 1.
Okay,
The fat old cleric is more
Yep.
stealthy than the rogue.
this is accurate.
It's okay, the bard picks better locks than the rogue.
Hey, sometimes.
Let's just admit that we all rogue better than the rogue.
Sometimes. How long did it take you to pick that one lock on the cage?
Doesn't matter, I got it.
We don't
How many
talk about that
times
lock of
you-
the cage. We don't talk about the lock of the cage, the fact that it took forever to pick.
I still got it picked. It's just,
No, you broke
Accurate.
it, didn't
I
you?
think I did break it.
And you didn't pick it, you broke it.
I got it open is the point.
Alright, so you will in fact be able to easily move into the tunnels then.
I don't
So-
notice whistling.
So, so we're, okay. I'm sorry. You're bringing light or not bringing light then?
I'm bringing
No light.
No light? Okay. So you'll enter into the darkness. It is kind of bleak, and you do see occasional, like, growths of what looks like coral coming out of the wall in various places.
Carl?
Yeah. Coral. 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 Coral.
The coral.
Oh no, it's Carl.
And Rick shows up then too. No, damn it.
We knew it.
Coral. This is
Actually,
this
I'm
is
gonna hold up a
ridiculous.
hand and stop for a second.
Mhm.
I'm gonna walk over to whisper.
coral.
I just thought of something now. He did.
Yes.
Our friend did mention that there were markings. Are we going to be able to catch those as well without light?
Ola kind of just like looks down at Cullen and kind of like leans in.
Yes, but you must remember these are people like her. Their markings are different.
Like ears go flat like that, just like.
I don't think he meant that kind of marking, sir.
He didn't exactly specify.
Those scent markings would be long gone.
Helen, you hear just a message in your mind saying, "Do you want to end him, or do I have to?"
Anything to get rid of the dwarf in a dress.
Magical dwarf Alanok.
That dress.
So
It's-
kawaii.
It's quite a dress.
The smaller the armor, the higher the AC.
Exactly. At this point, he's just in like a chainmail bikini.
It's getting smaller as we go.
It's
God.
getting smaller as it goes. Yes.
Oh, that's right. I plucked out my eyes. I can't see it.
Yeah. You lied.
I
Sorry.
mean, you know, it's just gonna end with him just having 2 nipple piercings, and you know.
Oh God, that makes me think of the previous game that the one character had the nipple ring of wonder or something.
Yes. That
Awesome.
happened. That happened in a silly game I was a member of. Yep. But because someone decided a rod of wonder would be better as a nipple ring. Anyway.
Cool.
So you'll head down into the tunnels, and you can, as I said, there's the like coral kind of breaking out. And, yes. There's also kind of like the ceiling drips like a water from it. So there's like sometimes there's small pools of liquid here and there in amongst the natural stone.
But the question still remains: do we want light in case of trying to see any drawings or something?
Right. What was the Kitsun's name again?
Zirin.
Zirin? Okay.
Mhm.
Olag's gonna turn to Whisper and just say,
Yes, exactly. How much do you trust if we can find these markings, if they exist? Did Zirin lie to us?
Are you asking if he lied to us, or are you?
he's asking, like, do you think he lied? Because you're the one that had the most contact with him.
She's gonna kind of share and be like, "Well, He seemed honest, and from what I gathered, he wasn't trying to lie to us. So, I mean, he just may not know he may not know a lot about it, about the markings. Maybe we should use a light source."
Did leave in quite a hurry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Olag's,
Lauren,
like, the
Lauren
gears are
wasn't
grinding.
surprised. Lauren said he wasn't surprised about that. He does it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the gears are kind of grinding of,
I just want to know how
distrust.
he's going to find us.
Well, he found the party the first time by randomly appearing at their campfire.
Yeah.
That would seem more like by accident. He happened to be on the island. He happened to find us. I don't
He
think
randomly appeared there. None of us got a perception check. He is going to show up randomly at any time
Yep.
he wants.
I'm just saying, how does he know where we exactly are?
He knows we're in the cave.
But how does he know where in the cave? Especially since he doesn't know the caves.
I mean, he can just teleport around until he finds us.
Depending if that's like how many
Because
times he can do it.
he was the
Maybe
guardian.
he really likes me, and he can.
I mean,
find
maybe that
me
was
that
part
way.
of the bonding. Yeah.
So he's trying to track your scent. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I'm not gonna say that because that
Is
sounds
the tobacco
weird,
going to start
but
marking things?
Whisper or do it, Pete?
not that I know of.
Aren't we already expecting Nombaxis or something?
Yes.
or what was it?
I am very charismatic, okay?
No
Munchkin.
Maxi and no Foxies.
Yes.
No, Tafoxy?
I don't know.
Bassoons?
Yes. Sassoons.
Tabaxoons?
Tabaxoons.
Tabaxoon's back.
Anyway,
Cataxes?
Cataxis. Yep.
I don't know, it's probably like the liger and the, whatever the opposite of that is, the Tyanus,
Yeah.
Like in
Tie-in.
Thailand.
Liger.
yeah. Well, because it depends on if it's a male, like which one's the
Liger.
male and which
Yeah,
one's
if it's
the
a
female.
male, I think it's a liger. If it's a female, it's a Thailand.
No, it depends on which the species of the parents are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
So,
which
like-
one's the one that's the father determines
Yeah,
what it
that's-
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a donkey.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know if the mother is the tiger, if it's the liger of the Thailand. I don't
Yeah.
remember. Which.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what
But
we're.
the father. So if it's a tiger, I think it's the Tigon. If it's the lion, if the father's a lion, it's a liger.
Basically, you know,
This is a really interesting conversation.
Whisper's children are going to be not
Awesome.
only disabled, but they're going to be sterile. They're going to have very short lifespans.
Or they're gonna be super awesome because they're gonna have all the best
Oh,
properties.
They're
And then
fine, no.
die
Definitely be awesome.
of complications because
Oh, they're gonna be
they're
like
not
kittens
supposed to
if
be.
they're gnomes.
As I
Be
said, it would be Munchkin Tabaxi. It would like the Munchkin cat, only it's Munchkin Tabaxi.
Yeah, with the short arms
So
and
just a
short legs.
regular house cat.
Yeah.
Aww.
And that is how house
A
cats were
regular house
introduced
cat
into
on
D&D.
legs. No, but a regular house cat that stands on its legs and can speak.
Yes. Rawr! Hello.
Oh my god, it's Cat the Cat from MXM.
Anyway, we're walking. Are we actually creating light?
Um,
Olog? Since he's the only one who can do it?
I mean, do you guys really want him? Also, look at this image I just posted, because that's exactly what we're talking about.
oh no. Let's see. It's so cute.
It's
I
Cat
want
the
6
Cat.
of
He's
them.
amazing.
6 of them.
Yes. Yes. Here we go, chat. Enjoy. Enjoy, chat. Enjoy the picture of the little cat thing.
Cat the Cat.
Cat the cat. So you're getting light or not?
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll, like, on the edge of my Warhammer, just cast light and use it as a torch.
Okay. As your light brightens up, you
Everything attacks us.
pretty much. There's this hissing noise as dropping down from the ceiling are these 4 vaguely man-shaped kind of ichthyan creatures with like huge claws holding these like spears, gaping mouth full of fangs that almost look like a combination of a piranha and a shark. Like huge eyes as they kind of like drip with this kind of like slime from its mouth as they kind of like seem angered by the light itself.
Quick, put the light out.
And we didn't notice that with our dark vision and the fact I was keeping an eye out.
When you kind of like look at them, they almost look as like they would blend in with the ceiling very well, or the stone and coral around you.
Coral.
Carl.
As if they're made to be in these caves, and being black and white doesn't really help you notice them.
Matt. Repeat after me. Coral.
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 I said that.
There you go.
Coral. I keep
Carl.
Every time you say it sounds like you're saying Carl.
I'm saying coral though.
Every time you say it wrong, I'm just going to go, Coral.
Anyway, roll some initiatives, folks.
I don't want it.
Aww.
Roll initiative, Coral.
I can go
And I roll crappy yet again.
over here. Dice roll. I'll just roll a d20 and I'll add some bonuses to it. All right.
And I'm the fastest.
All right. They will go. So,
I mean, to
Is
be
there a
fair,
gem cracker up or?
no, I don't.
Okay, I didn't see it, but I was like maybe.
all right. Let me check out the bonuses here. So there are 3 of them. I'm sorry. I think I said 4, but they're really 3. I wanted 3 here. So they're going to attack.
Oh no!
I guess each of you are going to get a bite and a spear at you.
They have spears?
Yes, they have
Yeah.
spears.
You said that.
Yeah, they are in
Jeez.
some kind of like loose clothing of some kind too. I mean, it's kind of tattered and kind of mean looking.
Oh god, there are more of these thingies.
No, they're actually just natives to this planet.
Oh.
There is like an actual species that lived here before everybody showed up.
Damn it!
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Aw, they didn't commit
Stupid
genocide.
locals.
they just ignored them. They lived in the caves. And they're savages. They don't look very smart. They look very like they want to get you. Anyway, Joe, what is your AC?
13.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hit.
Okay. So you'll take 5 from a bite and 8 from a spear.
I'm almost down.
Of course you are.
Don't you have 3 hit dice worth of hit points?
Yeah, I have 18.
Yeah,
It
and
just
you
took me
put
to
them all away.
5. You just get I just have what I just gained basically.
Ah. Okay. Whisper, what's your AC?
14.
Wow, I'm rolling really badly for you guys.
Yep,
No, you're rolling really well.
for the bad guys.
For the bad guys. Okay, you'll take 4 and 6.
That is half of my total hit points.
Olag, what is your health? AC.
Oh, that's better than me.
18.
My God. Okay, one more miss.
Hey.
You'll be bitten.
Ow.
I don't
For
want
7
to
though. Wow. Holy crap. Well,
This is how the party dies.
apparently. So then it is your turn, Kellen.
We're all next to each other, right?
Yeah, you're kind of hanging out in a hallway, and
Yep.
they're kind of in front of you now.
So I get sneak attack, right?
Sure.
Sneak attack a rapier.
Okay.
Saving grace, sneak attack.
And I roll a 6. Well, I get a 6 total. I
Saving
think
grace.
You miss.
Oh wait, don't I get advantage with being next to people or no?
You just get the sneak attack. You'd have to get into a special position to get advantage.
Okay. Yeah.
Unfortunately. All right. So that was your turn. Whisper, what are you going to do?
Cry.
I will join you.
That sounds like a pretty decent option at this point in time.
All right, I'm gonna clap good old Kellen on the shoulder and give him some cure wounds.
Okay.
Yay.
So have some 10 hit points back.
Oh, thank God.
And then I am going to pull my rapier and move around so that on my next turn, both of Kel and I will have flanking
Okay.
bonuses. So basically, shimmy around to get better position.
Yep. Okay. Olag, what are you doing?
Wishing that I had, more spells.
Yep, every day.
Let's see. Well, Olag's just gonna,
Beat on something. You got a
I'm
hammer, right?
thinking. He has a hammer, but he also has spells. And full spell slots for once.
So yeah, you need those for healing.
It's only a single creature. Darn. Yeah, I don't have any like AoE, at least not that I put on yet. So, yeah, I guess hammer against the closest one.
Okay.
Hammer time. Can't touch it.
Nope.
Okay.
Does that mean he has to start selling sticky things for walls that you can hang things on?
Sticky things?
I don't get that.
3M stuff. Products that you don't have to hammer in, but you can put a hook up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
He does MC Hammer does commercials for them now.
All right. So we got an attack against. It looks as if they, after their sort of first assault, they're settling down onto just using their spears. As if perhaps if
The
they
DM has realized he will murder us.
or perhaps they have an ability that they can get, and basically they're both their normal attacks only on the first round, which they get the surprise and or act first.
No.
It's sort of like when a bugbear does a lot of extra damage when it gets you on surprise.
Yeah.
So instead they're just gonna spear. Okay, Joe, you're getting hit. Whisper again. Okay, the only one that's not hit is apparently Olag.
Because he has the high AC.
Also,
Because
it
he
rolled a
has chainmail
9.
on.
Also, they rolled a 9 versus you instead of a lot. Kellen, you'll take 6. Whisper, you'll take 5. Okay, Kellen, you're up.
Well, now that I'm in flanking position,
Yes.
sneak attack with advantage.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Okay. You will indeed hit with the 23.
Yay!
Yay.
So you'll do a total of 6 damage.
That's better than I did last time.
Didn't your sneak attack go up at this level because you're 3rd level?
I
Oh, that's right, you're an
went
artificer.
for Artificer.
Yes. Okay. So it takes some damage, but it's still up. Whisper.
I'm gonna stab at it with my rapier.
Concentrating on the same one as Catelyn? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I? Wait. I lie. I didn't pull out a rapier. Daggers.
Okay. Yeah.
Aha!
All right.
Crit!
You
And that
ma-
was even with my advantage. I forgot to roll with advantage.
Yeah, I mean, you just like stab into like it's like he's got this kind of muscular neck, and you kind of snip into it, so it's kind of bleeding from that. But it's sort of like it's like flexing its muscles and maintaining it. That's still going, but it does seem like you got like a really good hit on it, you know, as it kind of like snarls that like kind of like. It's kind of like green tinted drool kind of dripping out of its mouth as it kind of screams at you. Olag.
Is the one that they're beating the shit out of that's still alive within melee range of Olag?
You could probably easily adjust yourself into melee range without an attack of opportunity, I'll say.
Okay. Definitely going to swing hammer at that one.
Okay.
So Olag
Kill steal?
steps forward and 13, probably miss.
13 will indeed miss.
I'm going to roll damage anyways, just to feel special.
Okay. It would have been 2. Alright.
It's kill confirming.
They will continue their attack. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think they hit everyone this turn. Oh my,
Yep.
why am I rolling so well for them?
This
Because
is
you
how the
roll
party
plus
dies.
6 on them.
Yes.
So, how many points have we taken?
Callan, you'll take 7. Whisper, you'll take 7.
I'm unconscious.
You're not.
I'm at 2.
I'm at -2.
Olag, you'll take 5.
I'm still alive.
But that was a critical that dealt you 7. That's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
I also have 2 second level spells, but I don't know what to do.
Healing word to get up the cat?
Healing word is not actually spelled for second level.
We can cast a 2nd level spell.
Oh, that's a first level. Let's save myself.
Catelyn, what are you doing?
The only thing I really can do, I will attack again.
Okay.
I will continue
You
the
can.
onslaught.
You could get your advantage with Olag now, if you really wanted to.
It's going to be a different one, though, isn't it?
No, it's the same one. I'll say you can adjust.
Okay, good.
Uh-huh. They've sort of been adjusting too to go after you guys. So you will indeed hit it, and with this mighty strike into it, it will drop.
Yay! I killed one.
Yep.
Now I'm going to be dead.
No, well, actually, there is the one that was the one that was facing against you. So now the one that was facing against Whisper will probably turn towards you because you killed its friend. Olag, what do you want to do?
You know, I would use Healing Word, but do I really care about these people? Okay, so...
Do you really want to fight two things by yourself?
I mean, they're my friends, after all. This was all an assassination attempt.
Elaborate.
It was the long con, guys.
It's a long con, guys. Alright, so Healing Word on, people.
Okay.
Specifically Whisper.
I was gonna say, are you healing the one that's unconscious, or are you healing the one that's still up?
He's gonna go back
I
down
guess Whisper,
anyway.
make a death save. Or whatever, yes. Because you were unconscious
right.
on your turn.
I was unconscious, technically, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, even if she rolls...
Oh,
Well,
you're
mine's
up
back
at
up
one!
anyway.
You're up at
You know
one!
what? You know what? I'm not going to Healing Word her then.
You're lying on the ground, but awake at one.
Okay, so does that mean I still get to, use half my motion to stand up, or movement to stand up, and I can
think
do
you
an
just
ability?
I just think you get your turn then, because that was just part of, you're just ah! So you can use half your movement. You can use your half your movement to hop back up, as the thing that just dropped you is probably like, holy crap, what's going on?
I am the cat of doom!
And then what will you do with your turn?
Oh,
would you
jeez.
half your movement to hop up and scream at it or something,
Yeah, scream up, rawr. I have 1 hit point, rawr. I was not actually expecting that.
You're only one below me.
I don't think anyone was expecting that. That was actually kind of epic.
So can I use half my movement to navigate around to get advantage?
Sure.
someone?
Sure.
Okay.
You can't keep a mama cat down.
No, you cannot. All right, so I'm gonna shimmy my butt around, and I'm stabbing again.
You will hit for 7.
Right.
Okay, now Olag, what were you doing with your turn? Now that you don't have to heal a Whisper.
Well, she is at 1 HP. I'm still going to Healing Word her.
Okay. So
Oh,
heal
okay.
Whisper. Yes.
It's a bonus action. I would use Cure Wounds because that's more, but that's
moved
not
away.
a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh, you moved away from me?
Yeah. Probably, because I'm with flanking from somebody, so it's either gonna be you or Kellen. I'm across from them.
Please be me.
So 1d4 plus your spell casting ability.
Yeah, it's +3. So at minimum, you're getting 4 HP back.
1d4.
That'll bring you up to 5.
Ooh.
Or I'll just roll
Or-
max.
7.
Yeah.
That works.
I'm at 8 hit points, guys.
All
You
right.
could theoretically live if it hit you on time.
I can't.
And 2 spells up there.
And I'm like,
And then hammer attack against the one that Whisper is flanking.
Okay.
Stop. Hammer time.
You really
Ooh.
did hammer time.
nice.
Wait.
Wait, why is it plus 0?
Yeah, that's not right.
You didn't put
Rolling
any crit.
0
No, I
plus
didn't put
2
proper
strength.
damage. Ha. It's not actually rolling damage. What? Okay, that's broken.
It
Matt, were you
roll-
on my sheet? It only rolled my strength. So
Did you put in a... Yeah. That's
no, there's no damage anymore.
I
Oh.
took it out.
I know for a fact it used to have it because I've done damage with this before.
Yeah.
Something's weird with my roll 20 anyway.
Or hammer.
Mine's working fine.
Yeah, mine seems okay.
Oh, okay. Cancel. Okay, I got it working again.
Okay, well I'm just gonna roll d8.
Will be 2d8,
I'll take
remember.
the d8. And then plus
2.
2 or
yeah.
plus 4.
Plus
10.
2. Yeah.
8 damage.
Okay. You do mighty and powerful 8 damage to it.
That was very odd. I don't think it's done that before. My light crossbow also fucked up?
Your light crossbow just says +2.
Yeah,
also.
my light crossbow also does not have.
The one.
When the hell did this happen?
And it's plus dex too. Wouldn't it be also? It's like plus strength to damage.
Matt, were you on my sheet doing stuff?
I actually wasn't at any point in time. Oh, I didn't actually.
That
Put...
he knows of.
Matt has
don't
been
know.
sabotaging Olog.
I didn't do it.
So
19 volts.
it'd be dex to attack anyway. It was set to strength. It was anyway. Okay. All right. So they'll get their attacks on. I guess one will go after Whisper because it's probably freaked out.
What the hell is this weird cat thing?
Hit her twice. She dies.
No, the other one missed you, Olog. It'll do you 5, Whisper. So you're still standing. As it's like
Still standing.
Like, well, no, I like my jerk more. They both attack her, both hit her.
They both hit her. She dies.
She
They
dies.
both freak out like just impale her. Okay, Kellen, you're up.
Can I get in a flanking position at all?
Sure.
Yay!
You could be flanking with Whisper, I guess.
Go sneak attack.
You'll miss.
Go crap.
Whisper, what are you gonna do?
Go
I
stabby
rolled
death.
horribly today.
Stabby death will successfully stab. And Olag?
I mean, I think it's kind of obvious.
Yes.
I'm just gonna continue what I've been doing, but this time with the correct roller.
Yes.
Yeah, hammer down its face.
I accidentally closed my sheet.
Unacceptable, sir.
I blame Matt.
Stop. Hammer time. Okay.
Nope. I sometimes hit with my hammer.
Okay, well, and you were 18, right, Olag?
Yep.
Okay, they'll both miss you. Both attacks will miss each of you. Okay, Kellen, you're up.
Shower, rinse, repeat, and hopefully hit.
Indeed.
Yes. For crap damage.
Yes, but it wasn't that one. It's still standing. Whisper.
Stabby. Do I have flanking with anybody, or is it those two are flanking?
Joe. Or Kellen, I should say.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You'll manage to finally get like a dagger into a great spot, like in it, and finally like that neck wound you gave it to it earlier. You're finally like like scream at it, and you like just stab into it again, and finally its muscles relaxes. There's this kind of splurt of blood, like this kind of like bluish red blood into your face, as then it's kind of collapse over and on itself and die. Hola.
All right.
There's one left that's been attacking you the entire time. And you've been
Like just, he's just been like shifting his feet back and forth, and like, oh yes, yes.
It's been like clanging into your armor and it looks kind of frustrated because it's like a couple of times it's got like a little bit of damage on you, but it keeps hitting your armor, so it's kind of like snarling at you and like constantly trying to stab you.
Yeah, so his last attack probably like got a little janked in the chainmail, so Oleg just like grabs the spear and swings his warhammer and just like, get fucked, nerd!
It worked. You smack him in the face. He's kind of like surprised about a hit, and he'll try to stab back. And he will. Oh god, you guys traded blows.
Hey, like I said, he stabbed me in the shoulder.
He'll do you 4. So as you like sort of like grab his spear and like hammer into him, he'll shove the spear in and actually manage to get like it into your shoulder a little bit. So you kind of like smack into each other on this epic duel, and totally all of a sudden both of you are on top of rocks dueling back and forth or something. I don't know, some kind of epic...
Whisper steps back and just watches.
Yeah.
No.
All right, anyway, Kellen, you're up.
We somehow get on like lava.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna sneak behind it and stab its ass.
you're just gonna be like,
Don't do it, fishman. I have the high ground.
And I miss.
Yes. Okay, Whisper, you're up.
Stabby stab.
Oh, I gave myself disadvantage. Doesn't matter.
It still doesn't matter. It's like
Yeah.
All right, Whisper, you'll get a mighty blow into it.
Giggity.
Olag?
Command surrender.
Okay. That will?
I believe it is will.
Wisdom, I should say. Wisdom save. Okay. I'll just roll this d20 and possibly add some stuff, but I'm going to roll the d20. Just straight d20 roll. Where is what I rolled? I rolled a 14. What's your D or your
Mine's a 13.
Okay. So you kind of
So
like
close.
you're like surrender, and it's like
There's a duck.
and it smacks you back. Oh wow. For 8.
That's fine.
Okay. Gallon.
Stab in his butthole. Sweet, I stab its butthole.
You actually stab its butthole. You gotta like go up into where it. Well, you're assuming a fish rectum is, but it doesn't. It doesn't like have a butt the way that you guys do, so you're not quite sure. You kind of stab into that area of its like loincloth, you know, up into its gut, and you do manage to sort of run it through. As like sticking out like from its like where its belly would be is this little tiny like point of your rapier as it kind of looks at that and kind of goes "Argh!" As then it kind of falls down and it takes you sort of with it, so you kind of like are now sticking up in the air, you know.
Who wants a fish kebab?
As they are now
Nope.
all dead.
Nope. I'm good.
No, they're not all dead. Is that what you're saying?
No, and they're
No, I'm
all
good.
dead.
And they're all dead. He was saying, who wants a fish kebab? I said, nope. I do not.
Being sarcastic.
We could use their own spears and rotisserize them.
No. I'm good. I'm good, Doug.
Do they have anything on them?
Spears, loincloths, mean fangs. I mean,
I take a fang as a trophy.
all right, you take some of its like sharky piranha-y tooth from its mouth.
Ooh, I got a fang.
Woo! Good job.
Anyone want a spear?
I mean,
take a
yeah, that's
spear.
free spears. Yeah.
Yeah, it's free spears.
I assume they
have
didn't
nothing
have any
of
armor.
interest. Yeah, they have nothing else
No,
of
they just seem to have tough scales.
Gotcha.
We can make armor from them.
Nah, I'm good. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Points.
I mean, I'm at 2 HP.
Don't we want to rest?
I don't think this is a safe place to
Yeah,
rest.
I was. I have one spell slot left, which I can heal someone with.
I have, several.
I'm at 2.
And I also have 2 level 2 spells.
I'm at 3.
But, you know, level 2 spells for clerics are useless.
That's when you cash them in for healing.
Exactly.
I really think we should move. Well, I guess we could. Well, if we take a short rest, we can use hit die.
Yeah, so at least a short rest I would recommend.
Okay.
I forgot. Does Channel Divinity in D&D heal, or is that just Pathfinder?
What is it?
There is like a medicine check, but it doesn't really help
It
you
doesn't
heal. anything.
heal.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't think so. That's unfortunate. Yeah,
Because-
because in Pathfinder it heals.
Yeah. If you get a high enough difficulty, you can heal with it. It's like 25, and if you get 25 plus like another bonus, you can also heal like hit points plus your wisdom modifier or something. I'm rolled this d20. I rolled a d20.
Oh no. Alright, so we're taking a short rest, guys?
Yes.
I assume, yeah, we find a safe space.
There's some nice hallway. It looks like there's maybe like slightly to the side of the hallway and amongst some coral that you could rest.
Why don't we just kind of go in there and
Coral.
take a breath?
Coral.
A breather.
Carl.
I mean, Carl's nice too, but no coral.
Alright. So we're gonna take a small Small.
Remember, you can add your Constitution modifier to each of the dice you roll.
+0.
Okay. Remember
Also remember, you only regain half of what you spend after a long rest. Or half of your total, I'm sorry. Half of your
I
total.
thought you get regained all your total at a long rest.
No. You only regain half after
I'm
a long
gonna
rest.
go ahead and use both of mine.
You should have 3 total.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because I leveled up.
Well, I'm at a whopping 11 now.
I'm gonna use 2 of mine.
I used all 3 of mine. I rolled a 1 for...
Let's do the 8. Yep, I rolled like shit. Back up to 10 HP, guys.
Hey, I'm at 11, and I used all 3 of mine.
Oh, I could have just hit the hit dice button.
Oh.
Or not, because it seems to be cursed.
Wow!
How is that
Roll
even
again.
possible?
Wow!
How is that even possible?
I'm saying roll again, it might be broken.
You try one more roll. No, it's not
Nope,
broken.
nope, you're just cursed.
You're just...
The button
just
is
cursed.
definitely cursed.
Wow.
Button. 9 total hit points from using all of the dice.
Wow.
I just did it for random, because I already used
Carl, that
and I get a 1.
Carl.
Oh.
It's fine. Oh, wow.
Oh, pretty shit.
The button is cursed.
I got a 7 that time.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna use a cure wounds on myself. That's better.
Oh, I would have just used my level 2 cure wounds on you.
That's fine. I still got 2 more slots.
I'm only 6 down.
I'm at 50% HP, so I'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm at 18 out of 20, so I'm okay.
As
with
long as I don't get hit again.
As how things have been going tonight, who knows? Alright, so we're all healed up, took a break, caught our breath. I looked at my spear. I'm ready to go.
Alright,
Spear.
so you'll sort of begin
Spiral.
moving down the hall once again, and you will manage to find yourself kind of eventually moving out of this hallway into a large open chamber. There doesn't seem to be a lot of material in the chamber itself, but it appears it kind of breaks off into 3 different tunnels in different directions.
Are there any markings?
Give me perception.
I almost did it with advantage. I wish I would have done it with advantage.
Spear.
Does anyone else see anything?
I mean, you really want me rolling perception when I have
I'll look.
awful perception? That's what happened.
All right.
And I had the top at 6.
So, a lot of you are looking around, and you really don't see anything that seems to be any kind of marking or anything. It's impossible to sort of tell just by your looking which direction to go in. You're not sure at all.
Can I make a survival to see if I see any footprints?
Sure.
Not that I get great at survival. Of course, I get a +2 to it,
All
and I
right,
roll a 17.
You'll kind of take a look around at each of the tunnel entrances, and it looks, though, with sort of splashings of the water, that maybe down the tunnel to your left, there has been movement of creatures.
Let's not take the left tunnel.
Maybe that's where the things you encountered came from? Maybe something else came that way? It's hard to tell.
Let's not take the left tunnel.
The other 2 tunnels, you don't see any sign of any kind of movement of creatures.
Okay. So, straight ahead or right, guys?
Straight ahead.
All right.
I'll keep
That's my
my
vote.
eyes peeled.
I got nothing.
Okay. You'll kind of move once again into a similar tunnel to they had before. This one seems to wind a little bit. It kind of curves to the right a little bit, so it starts to move towards the other one. And then it kind of curves back a little bit, so it's really hard to tell if it curves back quite straight again. You go on for maybe about a couple of minutes, and then it comes into, the tunnel ends, and there appears to be some kind of, simple circular stone door kind of built into it. Think of like
I will-
the Hobbit doors from the Lord of the Rings movie, except
Oh,
it's made of stone.
I will investigate it with perception.
And I would like to look and see if there's any markings.
I'm just gonna take a bite directly out of it. Oh look, someone texted at me.
Ooh, I actually see this time.
Okay. You don't see any kind of sign of traps, and kind of looking at it, you don't even see any kind of signs of like a lock or anything on it either.
Does it have a handle, or is it just like a push
It does
door?
have. It has. It looks to be like a kind of like stone indentation you might be able to grab into. It doesn't look like very easy to grab, but you probably could.
Does someone with more strength want to try to open this?
Well, like just is
Okay, Olag.
doing something else. It's like he's looking at a stalactite, just oh yes, interesting. This must have taken
Hold on.
millennia.
You want to open the door?
But can you not
Seems
open the
safe.
door yourself?
Hold the door.
It's heavy.
Or door, or door, or door, or door.
Address the door.
Oh, door. Okay, so yeah, Olag stops his investigation and walks over.
Okay.
Come on. Oh my god. The page keeps closing every time I save something. It's very annoying. Strength save or strength check?
Just a strength check. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. You're fine. You're just like, come on, Kellen, and you like try to grab it and you just like swing it open like effortlessly. You know, you're like, even you could have done this.
Noob.
All right. There does seem to be like a little bit of a transition of air almost as you open it. It's like the air in here is a little warmer, so you kind of like blast it a little bit, and it also has like another fresh blast of kind of brininess that kind of fills your nostrils as you open the door.
The ocean.
Warm ocean. What do we see?
You see what appears to be like wood and junk filling this room. Like pieces of what could have maybe been flotsam or jetsam from something, just sort of like littered around the area.
Does this room have water?
No.
Okay.
There's like piles of it kind of lying out all around. Kind of like almost making small structures, but they don't seem to be like things that people, like anything of a reasonable size can move into. There does appear to be sort of more tunnels going off, like 2 tunnels kind of going off of this one straight ahead of you, one to the left.
I'm gonna look through the junk.
There appears to be like the one to the left is sort of like covered over by a pile of junk, so you could theoretically go straight ahead. Okay. There's like pieces of like maybe wooden ship, wooden structures, things like that. You also hear this strange noise coming from nearby.
Can
I
I
love strange
pinpoint
noises,
where?
guys.
Yes, you can look where. There's something kind of standing up, like out of the junk, that sort of you as you moved up and sort of like noticed it. It looked as if it's looking very unhappy with you messing with its junk. Something horse-sized.
I am not messing with horse-sized junk.
Apparently you are.
Helen, improper to do that in public.
Excuse me,
I don't
sir.
know.
I did not mean to touch that.
It's horse-sized, and you're messing with its junk. No, it's piles of flotsam. There you go. It has.
So you're messing with its junk.
You're messing with junk, yes. So it's got
Now,
2
is-
gigantic pincers where it kind of like clacks together, and a mouth full of tentacles, and it's kind of walking on like 4 legs as it rises up to murder you. Anyone roll some initiative.
Like something?
To murder you. Awesome. As it rises up to murder
Helen,
you.
please step away from Ron Jeremy.
Guys.
The
we're screwed.
horse, Ron Jeremy?
Yeah, well, obviously. He
Nice.
said he's as big as a horse.
In more ways than one.
Oh yeah, well you don't know what this gnome's packing.
Okay.
Oof.
I
Tripod.
guess
Just did the reference.
theoretically, looking at your stats, I think that Olag, you will go before it after a couple comparisons. So, yep. All right. Kellen, you're first. It doesn't look happy. It
How
doesn't-
close
What
am
does
I?
it look like?
As I
Does
said,
it look
it's
it
like
looks mad.
it's tall. As I said, it's like almost like horse-sized.
No, but how close am I?
Like 20 feet from it. It was it was like behind a pile of junk, kind of lying around, and it noticed you walking up to its junk.
I'm gonna step back a little bit, and I'm gonna light crossbow it.
Okay. Okay, your shot will kind of tink off its hard carapace. It's kind of like a shelled creature with like a mouthful of tentacles, 2 giant claws. You probably can make some kind of check to identify it, but I can't remember all the checks off the top of my head. I'm gonna use Olog's sheet to look.
Nature.
Nature?
It would not be nature. Maybe
Arcana?
Arcana. Maybe Arcana. Yeah.
It's a dragon.
Okay. It is not a dragon, may I note. Though now you can pretend it is.
Because you don't
It's
know.
a creature.
Olag, you're up then.
I mean, what spells do I have? Fuck.
I'm hiding behind Olaf.
Let's see. So, blindness, deafness might actually work on it. You can blind the foe, choose one creature. Constitution saving fails. You know, sea creatures have unusually high constitution, so not doing that. God, all level 2 spells are so useless.
Well, you should only have a couple prepared.
Well,
You can only
I
use what you
have 2 in
prepared.
total.
2 prepared?
No, 2 slots in total.
He forgot
Yes.
to level up.
And I
But clerics only prepare.
I know, but I'm also.
Slacking is what you're saying.
Yeah. It's been 3 weeks and I forgot. I totally forgot we leveled up. First level
leveled
spell that I can cast as a level 2 spell. Guiding Bolt might be a good idea.
That would help me hit.
You know, yeah, we're just gonna Guiding Bolt level 2.
Make a ranged spell attack against it.
Pew.
I wish there was an easier way to do this, but I'm just gonna roll normally.
Hurrah!
20 plus. I have to read it. I'm sorry.
Probably your wisdom modifier.
Plus 5.
Oh, plus your...
Nope.
Okay.
I fucked up.
Okay. I guess it will... What's its speed? It'll probably advance on Kellen, and since you moved back, it will take its turn moving up to you. Good call on that one. It will double move up to you, so that'll be its turn. But it's going to be straight in your face, and it is 2 size categories larger than you, so it is certainly in your face. Whisper.
All right. How close is it to me then?
Kellen moved up, so you're...
No, I moved back.
Well, I mean, you moved up originally
Yes.
to look at the junk while the rest of you were kind of like looking around a little bit. He's like, I'm gonna go check this out over here. So
Is it at least 10 feet away from me?
yes.
Okay. And then I'm going to move further away from it and draw my bow. My
Okay.
short bow.
Okay.
And just shoot at it.
Okay. You will indeed hit it on a 23 And-
Twang.
and do it a mighty 7 damage. Nice hit.
Thank
As you kind of like
thank you.
stick in between a couple of its like chitinous shells and kind of get an arrow in there. Kellen, you're up.
I'm going to disengage.
Because are you going to use? Do you have that rogue ability at this level?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm just taking my action to disengage.
Disengage.
Okay.
I don't
mean-
want to be up in this thing's face.
I mean, you can only run so much and not be. The room is not big enough for you to continue to disengage completely, but you can get
I'm
away
going
from.
to the door.
So you can disengage and move back to where everybody is.
Yes.
That's 10 feet. That's like 20 feet away from you, where the door is. You know.
That's fine.
Are you just gonna stay at the door with like a log in the way, or what?
Well, if I can't, well, I will get behind Olaf.
I thought you already were behind me.
No, I was up front because I was searching through its junk.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you ran behind me immediately.
No, he ran back, and now he ran behind you.
Yeah, okay, well.
Olag, you're up then.
Let's see. I could try and cast Guiding Bolt against it again, but with the way I've been rolling. Is it in melee range?
What?
Is it in melee range?
Not quite. It's close.
You can charge it.
Ready to action melee attack.
Okay.
For when it gets into melee range.
All right.
Oh, so my 2 ready abilities are enhance and or enhance ability and silence.
Okay.
So just an FYI for that.
Okay. It will then move up. I guess you can get your ready to action off.
Yeah, get fucked, nerd. Die, crab guy. I'm gonna roll a 1. Yeah, 13.
You clank off of its shell.
Oh,
Get
yes.
wrecked.
Exactly as I expected. It's invincible.
It's invincible.
It will clack off your armor twice with its 2 pincers. Basically, it'll try to bring them down to, like, kind of squeeze you from both ends, and it'll just sort of, like, clank into your armor. As you can feel your armor sort of almost, like, crushing a little, but it doesn't really get a good grip on you.
Chainmail. Chainmail doesn't crush.
Okay, well, it'll sort of, like, scrape
We'll be
into...
back in a second.
I know. It'll scrape into your chainmail a little bit. Like, with one your shield's up in one of them, your chainmail's in the other. Yes, I know, chainmail doesn't crush.
Everyone
squishy a
knows chainmail doesn't crush.
I was thinking it was some other kind of armor for a second. Okay. Whisper, you're up.
Pew pew again with a short bow.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. You'll clank into it and deal it some damage.
There's only one useful person in this party. That's
Kellen, you're up. She does keep hitting it for damage.
Since Olog's in its face, can I sneak attack it? With the crossbow?
Sure. You're within 30 feet. You're like 10 feet behind Olag.
Woohoo!
Is that just... Is it separated out? It's separated... Oh, it's separated
out. I don't know why it's separated out.
That is
But-
weird. It did...
Oh, I guess because of it's the sneak attack damage and then the regular damage.
Well, the regular damage, you apparently rolled a 3 plus 2 plus another modifier of 2.
What?
Roll 20.
so somehow
It should be
all
a
the
D8.
sheets got fucked up,
Except mine.
except for the person
Roll
that,
20's gone
is
weird.
doing well.
Okay,
The
so
person
you,
that can actually hit something, apparently.
Exactly.
so you did 8 damage, though. You did 8 damage. That's what you should have rolled. All right, you got a hit on it.
Woohoo!
It's very odd that the sheets are. They must have
They do
updated
that.
the sheets and.
Yeah.
Yeah. Olag, you're up then.
Excellent. I'm just texting my girlfriend back real quick. Okay. Well, Olag being the useful person with so many spells that he can cast,
Yeah.
So
Well.
many spells.
with 1 slot left of each. Well, of course,
That's fine.
cast. Let's do Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
It's a dexterity check.
Okay. All right.
Hey. Take 4 whole sacred flaming damage.
So like you
Four
I guess you like have flame on the tip of your hammer and like sort of chuck out its like face, so it kind of like it's like "Rah!" or whatever noise it makes. I guess
noise.
it's got like a tentacle. It's got tentacle. Yeah, that sounds accurate because it's got tentacle mouth.
It's a goose.
It will try to pincer you then some more times.
Hey, would
This
you
is,
like
in
some
fact,
tentacle
a
mouth?
Canadian goose that we're fighting.
All right
Oh.
then.
Ooh,
Look,
crap.
I'm dead.
Oof.
Okay.
I think
Nice
he's dead
one, yeah.
dead.
I'm gonna die probably.
You
Oh
might.
no, it did roll in that 1.
That's
so-
true.
Maybe I'll live.
But it still hits you with the other attack, and it does all.
For 26.
Oh,
Or for
Oh
20.
yeah, no, I'm at negative 10 health.
holy
Whoa.
crap!
What's your max health?
21.
So it
You're
doesn't.
at negative
not
10?
dead dead.
You're not dead dead.
I'm very close to dead.
You're very, very close, sir.
I guess it will sort of pick him up as a pincer for a second.
And then tear me apart.
Uh huh.
Like
and I'll kind of be staring at him. Whisper, you're up. Well,
I see this.
Technically, you're at 0 because you don't go to negatives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only time it matters is if you go to negative your max.
Yeah.
which was
So-
close.
But
I
it's,
will-
it's negative your max in a single attack, though, technically.
Yeah.
So
Go up. I'm gonna get, I guess, where I can kind of reach out and grab Olag and
Uh-huh.
do some cure wounds on him.
Okay.
If it's gonna go, oh, what level? I'll do level 1. So 7 hit points back to the Olag, who is in its tentacles.
Okay.
Back to 7 HP, thank you very much.
You're welcome. And then I think that is all I can do. Let me double check. Yeah, that's all I can do. 'Cause I moved and then I cast a spell. So
Okay. Kellen.
Do I still get sneak attack or no?
Sure. Olag's awake again.
Okay. And I
Oleg's
think
just,
I
like,
fixed
perfect
it,
for-
so it should be accurate this time.
All right, you don't hit.
Damn.
All
I
right.
fixed it and I don't hit.
Olag, you're up.
Son of a bitch!
I believe that is a proper response in this case, though.
Let's see. You know, we're gonna do Guiding Bolt at level 2 again.
Okay.
I almost did 1d8, I know that's wrong. 21.
Okay.
If its AC is over 21,
And you hit it. You hit
I'm
it.
just gonna
Yes.
be very angry. So, level 2 spell, that just makes it 8d6, right?
Let me check up. Let me look up Guiding Bolt since I got the book here.
Guiding bolt.
Yeah.
I think it might only add. It might either add a D6 or 2D.
I think it adds 2d.
It adds 1D6 for every slot
Or one.
higher. So 5D6.
Oh, so-
you do.
Excellent. You know. Yeah, I should add a slash arc to that. 19.
Okay, 19. Okay, you get a really good hit on it.
And
Uh,
the next person gets advantage, which I think is Whisper.
think
Well, it will.
Except it's going to kill me first.
it very well
Nice
might.
knowing you.
Well, I guess it will use its one. It'll try to squish you and not success, and the one that's got you in its claw, and it'll kind of hit you with.
Go
Okay,
fuck, nerd.
it's like it tries to squish you, but now that you're awake, you put your shield into its you kind of squeeze it into the pincer that's kind of crush you a little bit and keep it from crushing you. It's like trying to do it, and as it's trying to snap at your head with its other pincer, you turn your head to the side just in the last second. So it's like clank. I was looking if it could look frustrated, it probably would be.
You just see Olag with his hammer in one hand and the shield in the other, so flailing, just sparkles coming off of the warhammer because of the guiding bolt. It's like, get fucked, nerd! Fuck you, Cthulhu!
All right, Whisper, you're up.
I'm gonna attack it, and I get advantage.
Please
you
kill
said.
it so I don't die. You get
I'm
advantage. Yeah.
trying. Oh.
You could also do something that isn't an attack and leave the advantage to Joe.
Or
slash
you
Kellen.
could grab its things.
I know what. I'm grabbing things.
Grab its junk!
Grab its junk.
If you had a spell that did non attack and did
mean
some
that-
kind of damage.
Yeah, I don't have any that do
Like instant
that
damage?
are
That would be
non-attack type.
No dissonant whispers.
I do, but I'm saving slots.
Okay.
I think we need them for healing.
Use the
So I
spear!
Guess because I am right up in front. Yeah, I can whip out that spear.
Yo,
Alright,
win it
so
out,
this
whip it
is-
out.
This is gonna look weird, but give me 1 second. It's gonna be
Cat
the
spear.
the damage on the right, I believe, if I did this correctly. So the 7 limb is the attacking,
Uh-huh.
and then the damage on the right would be
Okay.
melee damage.
So
versus thrown.
you'll miss either way.
Damn it.
A
Okay.
7 or 11 will miss. Okay. Kellen.
Damn it.
Shoot it!
Okay. You rolled your rapier, you know.
Oh, god damn it.
What do you want, dog?
Okay. It doesn't matter anyway. You missed. Ola.
Yes.
Only
You're
if I
gonna
would
have
have
to
had.
hit it with a
I'm
hammer.
pretty much out of spells. I have one spell slot left, and that's a level 1. So
It's hammer
obviously,
time.
shit. How well did it roll on its last sacred flame?
Pretty crappy. Rolling a 5, I think.
But what was its bonus?
No idea. I just rolled a straight d20 from it.
Well, that makes me think it doesn't have dexterity. So we're gonna hit it with the hammer, because we're gonna miss.
Okay.
Because Oleg has to remain to be useless.
We're all useless tonight.
Get fucked.
Hey, Helen, watch yourself.
Okay.
Oh,
Whisper, you're up because it apparently can't hit Olag, which is good for you guys.
Can I
Oleg, who is grappled
shimmy
by it.
around behind it so that I'm flanking? Oh no, because Cullen's at range now. Never mind.
Well, I could move up.
It's got that one claw that keeps trying to crush you. Keeps rolling really
Well, no,
terribly.
technically you could flank because Olog's in the claw.
Oh, okay. So can I get to a place where I can flank?
Sure.
All right. So I'm gonna shimmy around, get me
You're the
some.
spirit's butt.
Okay. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Then
The
it takes
spirit's
10
butt.
damage because I'm stabbing at it, and that's the right hand side.
Okay, I see. One's ranged and one's melee.
Yep,
Gotcha.
one's range, one melee.
Okay, you get a good hit into it, which kind of surprises it. Kellen, what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep crossbowing it.
Do your thing, man.
Woot!
You do hit it for minimum
Three.
damage. Right, so you kind of tink into it, like it probably is a little annoyed. Olag?
We're gonna change things up.
Oh,
We're
no.
going to, we're gonna
Oh wait,
hit it with
but you
the
know what?
hammer.
It didn't. Don't I get my dex for that though?
What?
It didn't add my dex to the damage.
It did. You rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1
I rolled a 1 and
plus 2.
there should be a d6 in there.
Oh, you didn't roll a d6, so roll a d6.
Oh, that's why.
Olag will do 5, though, as Kellen will
Get
also...
fucked, nerd.
Oh, like
Roll it.
still flailing around. in this thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I dealt 6 instead. That's better.
Alright, no. And no against Olag! All those
That's
rolls...
good for
I
us.
used up all those rolls earlier. Alright.
No, just
Whisper.
because Olag is just being as wrestly and wily as he can in this thing.
He's like, "Rah!"
The two... Well, actually, I think that second claw might have swung back at Whisper and still missed, though.
Awesome.
It
All right.
Crushed Olag and swung back at the person stabbing in his butt. But
Another stabbing in its butt.
You'll stab into its butt.
Oh, it's with your dagger this time.
Did I click dagger?
Yes.
No.
You did click dagger.
Apparently, I'm clicking with dagger.
I guess if
It's supposed to be with this spear.
I guess if you just want to roll a d6 and we'll just add the 3 to that one instead.
Okay, let me just roll a d6.
Okay.
Awesome.
It somehow heals a little bit. I mean, it just doesn't less damage.
Shh.
Kellen.
Sneak attack crossbow.
Nope. Olag.
Why is it rolling 2d8 and 2d6?
I'm really tempted to
Because
fucking
it's sneak attack,
use a
right?
spell, but
Oh, okay,
have no
I see.
spells.
But it doesn't roll 2d8 though. It's only a d8.
No, it'd be a d8 plus 2 and a d6. It rolled them
Right,
in 2
and it
separate
rolled
sections.
Oh, what the?
It rolled them separately.
What is going on?
No, it always rolls them separately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the 2 dice. You would have done 16 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. So,
Yeah, it's always done that on the roll 20.
Yeah, you're right.
you just rolled a 5 to hit. So, Olag, what are you doing?
Debating whether I want to try and command it, but you know, fuck it. I have 1 spell slot left. Command, give up.
Be the 13 wisdom, nerd.
Let me roll a d20, and then we'll add something to it. That's
I'm a wise nerd.
I'm a wise sea creature. My name's Ariel.
It rolled a
Fuck.
19.
You guys
this
get
thing.
insulting it.
All right. It will.
The more you insult the DM, the more
The
he
higher his
rolls
checks
high.
roll.
It will not murder you
Come on.
then.
Oh,
Whisper!
this
Poke it in the butt again!
Rolling around.
you're like, let me down, and it's like,
Poking it in the butt.
it's
Number on the
it's
right.
getting
5
angrier at you.
5 damage to its butt.
Let me just check that. I think that's a hit. That's a hit. So yeah, you'll do
Yep.
5 damage to it. Okay. Kellen.
Come on, work this time.
Do it, do it,
19.
do it.
So you'll do 8 damage to it.
Ooh.
Okay. Olag.
Well, guess what? Yeah, I'm out of spells. Olak takes out his drink. It's like, fuck you, nerd! Drinks and swings his warhammer.
Okay. Okay, it'll hit you.
Hey, it finally hit me, and I'm dead because I have 7 HP.
Hey, you don't know. Maybe you'll only do.
It deals
It'll
minimum.
only do 21.
Well, that was a
It does
critical.
8.
Ah!
-1. It was bound to happen eventually.
It was like, it kind of like it was trying to squeeze you, and you're still keeping it, and finally it thwomped you with its one claw. All right, Whisper, you're up.
Ah, you know, I'm gonna spirit again, just while I'm here.
You won't have advantage then.
Oh, then.
You would that first one would have hit then though. because it
Okay,
the
I
first
was like,
roll.
then do you want me to reroll or what?
Nah,
okay,
it's fine.
then
I'll
it's
take the
5 more
first one.
damage.
Okay.
And then I will shimmy around so that I can get at least to grab. Let's see, 1 second. Shimmy around so I'm closer to Olag, and healing word, which is a bonus action, him to give him back
7.
7 points.
Like, oh.
I'm like, get the fuck back up!
It's like, I'm over here. Does it
Quit
still have me in the
napping.
tentacles when this happens?
You're a dwarf, so there's
That's what I'm
there's totally
assuming.
supposed to be stuff happening with the tentacles, but I'm just assuming you're like fine by it.
I mean, I am a magical schoolgirl, so
You're also
we're all.
You're enjoying the tentacles.
Oh my. Tentacle sensei.
Sneak attack, crossbow coming at its crotch.
You don't really know where its crotch is,
Wrong
so.
Jeremy, senpai.
Oh, so you do 5 and 8. Oh, yeah, you do 8 damage. So finally, as it's like,
As
Olag,
Olag wakes up.
just give me a random Constitution save with advantage, because
A random Constitution save.
it's been poisoning you technically the entire time,
Yeah, it
probably.
was poisoning me this entire time.
But you've got like advantage, so I'm not bothering. Yeah, it's been like getting like goo on your face from its tentacles the entire
Oh.
time.
Senpai, you got it in my eyes.
Anyway, so Joe, you managed to finally get this one that like kind of hits it right between its, well, it doesn't really have eyes, where its eyes would, okay, it does have tiny little eyes basically in the middle of its head, as it kind of like screeches one last time with all these like bolts sticking out of it and like wounds you've kind of like crushed into it, as it then finally collapses.
You realize the last 2 things I've killed, I said I was going to shoot it in the butthole, or stab it through the butthole, and then shoot it in the crotch, and that's when I killed the thing.
Well, it doesn't have like a crotch like you're thinking
I
about,
know,
so.
But I'm just saying, when I say it, I kill it.
You totally defeated this creature that none of you recognized what it was. Well, at least Joe
No one
checked.
else checked.
It was an illithid.
Nope.
Oh, I'm just saying it is because it's
Yeah,
fun.
it was like, it was an illithid. And so it's going to be an epic
Well, now
story.
that I'm not like shocked, can I try to study it some more and try to figure out what it is? Again?
Sure, why not? Yeah. It's something.
Anyone else have any idea?
You're
what
pretty
this thing
confident
is?
it's not like, when Olag says it's an illithid and you guys totally saw that in
Oh,
like
no, I was being
space.
sarcastic. That was
I
me
know.
saying that.
I know. It is one of many tentacle creatures that has tentacle mouths that D&D likes.
So that could have been it, but
Whisper, any idea?
probably not. I mean, I could check.
Yeah, Olog's gonna take out his journal and start writing it down.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll with advantage.
I'll
But...
just take the first number because technically
Yeah.
that would have been the first
Technically,
one.
that was the first one you rolled.
Yeah. You know what it is. This is a chul.
Mm.
It's a chode?
Sure.
It's a
Known for
chul.
its crushing pinchers and paralytic tentacles in its mouth. Because pretty much everything has paralytic tentacles in its mouth. Look at
Hey,
carrion
allowed
crawlers.
stay out of its mouth.
As he still got like tentacles on his head or something. As it kind of collapses.
He's
on
wearing a
top of him.
hat.
Yeah. He's like. I mean,
I'm
other
gonna
than
rummage through the rest of its garbage now.
it just has garbage. I mean, if you want to collect pieces of like ship and stuff, but why don't we leave it off here? You've just defeated the mighty Chul, and defeated it in its lair,
Yeah.
With no reward.
and there may or may not be stuff to find in this lair that we'll search for next time. And Chuls are smart enough to open doors. I actually checked their
Damn.
intelligence. It would open and close the door. It has an intelligence of 5.
We might be able to rest here, though.
Yes.
Yes.
That is true.
Then we have food.
Uh-huh.
I'm not eating chul.
It is an aberration.
Yeah, I was gonna say this doesn't sound like
So?
a good thing to eat.
You'll
I
be
have
fine.
Cleanse. It can't poison us.
Okay, you get to take the first bite.
Ah, delicious. Brilliant.
Tastes
Alright.
like calamari.
So, good session, everyone. I hope everyone had a great time. So we're gonna figure out scheduling off camera and let you guys know on like Twitter and stuff what's going on with the schedule for the show. I do want to continue it, but we might have to change some things around with it. We might want to see about like changes in character roster or something if necessary. I know there was talks of Olag being switched out next time he got to the ship or something.
Yeah, next time he died, I was gonna switch him out. So I've been trying to get
Unacceptable,
him
not letting you
killed.
die.
You somehow has been. Whisper kept like you on life support. You're like you're dying, and I was like, heal, and you're like back in the.
Literally strapped bombs to his chest. Still
I got
survived.
one.
You did totally tank the jewel. Those rolls against it were epic, and then it could never kill you.
I've
I
been
was-
trying to kill him. for,
That's-
like,
that's
the
his
past
job.
5 sessions.
Well, I do have a bomb. I can loan it to you.
I mean,
Now I believe, Rachel, you said you were not going to be free next week.
I am not going to be free until the first weekend of September.
So I might schedule something special for the next 2 weeks, depending on my own schedule. I'm going to figure that out and let people know over on Twitter what's going on.
Like one shots.
Like small one-shots or something. Or maybe like a 2-shot or something in the next 2 weeks. Because I do want to do something, and I might keep it at a little later time, just like maybe 2 hours at 6 or something, because I don't think my schedule is going to be as bad as it was the last couple of weeks, which last week tanked out the game entirely, but again, we'll talk about that off camera, about what we're going to do, but we'll figure everything out, let you guys know. Why don't we have everybody basically give out like shout-outs to whatever they want to and stuff like that. Frank, why don't we start with you?
aw. Hi, I'm Controller Frank. You might have heard of me from this show. I've been on it before. I'm the community manager for Margaret Crone's Space Vikings. We had a very successful D&D one-shot where it was homebrewed version, I call it Mop and Robin Goblins. About 30 viewers on that until Twitch decided to fuck up and then just dropped. And then we had like 15
Sounds
viewers, so
about
that was
right.
fine. That's going to be a monthly or bi-monthly thing on my channel, so if you're part of the Space Viking community, you can sign up for the next game whenever that's up. Usually I run a Friday game, however that's been a couple months. Lots of kind of issues there. One of our players unfortunately had a loss in the family, so he kind of dropped out, and we're just kind of working on scheduling for that. But per usual, you can find me at Control Frank on Twitter and on Twitch. And there's a chair scraping in the background.
Yeah.
Also, I have a mustache.
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 But are you offering mustache rides?
But a mustache ride is when the girl doesn't shave and She sits on your face.
Or your girl rides someone's face who has a mustache.
That's not what a mustache ride is.
It can be.
It can be. If that's what you're into, man.
Okay. Rachel, how about you?
I am over on the Twitters at RB's Workpigger or our podcast show, which is at Rules as Written. And tomorrow is actually the last character intro that will be released, and then August 21st will be our first actual play session. So we're releasing and recording and all that good stuff. That's about it for me.
Awesome. And Joe.
Same as usual. You. I pimp you. Only $5. No. So see everyone next Saturday for more discussing tabletop, and we'll see what happens with this Sunday.
Yep, sounds good. And I will be technically streaming some, at least Civilization 6 later on tonight with Ollie and Winterbear again. We're going to continue, and Aztecs rule. So,
okay.
Well, I'm the Aztecs, so I'm the Aztecs of the Great White North.
Is it the Aztecs or the Aztecs?
I don't know. We're Canadian Aztecs.
Coral.
Apparently. We've agreed on.
Coral.
It's the Coral Aztecs.
So if you want to see, probably around 11 at this point in time, we're aiming for that. We'll see about maybe something earlier. I'll figure it out. But other than that, that's my thing. And normal schedule of uploads for videos for on the channel and stuff. All the links to everything relevant for myself is technically in the description, but I totally will also put myself in chat too. And did I put that as a DM or what did I put that under? I figured out my Nightbot commands off the top of my head. It's been like a while since I used a bunch of them. Or it's not working. Thank you, Nightbot,
Or
for
it's
being
not
annoying.
working. That's always a plus.
There we go. Hey! Boom. Alright, so everybody, check out Twitter for announcements of what's going to happen next week, and we'll be back for Treasure in 3 weeks' time. So 2 weeks off, and then we'll be back at least for a session, then we'll let you guys know what's going on by then. We'll figure it out. So, okay. I hope everybody has a great time, and we'll see you all next time, and some of us will see you next week.